We're gonna have to come back to this with that in mind. I suffer every time I see her die. Yeah, it sucks. Sybil's dope.
I figured you'd show. Hold it right there. I don't know who you are or what you're trying to do, and I don't care. Just one thing.
Okay.
Let Cheryl go. That's all I ask. What?
I love that scene.
Huh? What is this? Where's Cheryl? Give me back my daughter.
We meet at last, Alessa.
Dahlia Gillespie? Where's Cheryl? Where is she?
Alessa, this is the end of your little game.
Oh, game.
Mama?
Huh? Could she be...
You've been a ghastly little pest, haven't you, Alessa? I was careless, thinking you couldn't escape from our spell. But Mommy didn't know how much you'd grown. That's why I couldn't catch you all by myself. But what a pity, yes? Now you're half indebted to this man for his help.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Alessa, my dear little
I
girl,
don't
there
know.
is one thing left I need you to do for me.
Need Cheryl back.
No! Get away from me! Bad girl.
You're just ignoring Harry.
Everything is ready. Let's go home now.
What's going on here?
Too late. Bad joke. I never noticed her little twitch.
Harry.
Lisa. What happened? Where's Alessa and
What
Dahlia?
was that little twitch?
Harry, listen. Something you said before has been bothering me. I just can't get it out of my head.
What is it, Lisa?
So I went to look in the basement, even though I was scared as hell.
Well, it's not that
Like
scared.
you said, there were these creepy rooms, but nothing really unusual down there. But while I was down there, I got this weird feeling. Like I'd been there before. Like something happened there, but I can't quite remember somehow. What was it? Harry, help me. I'm so scared. I can't take this.
It's only a temporary thing. You're in shock from when you were knocked out. Don't fret about it. You'll remember after a while.
No. You don't understand.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
Lisa, damn, what's that about? What's that sound? From down there, it's coming from the basement.
I'm being summoned. What happened in this town?
Actually, you're being
What could be making
imprisoned. things
things like this? I have a feeling if I take the elevator down, I'll find it. Cheryl.
Because we already know Harry's just a puppet. He's just a puppet to her cause, right? Edward, R. Roberta, brother. Now going in number, we have 18A, 35L, 45, or 38E, 45R, 62T. Alert. That's the password. Let me explain that puzzle really quick.
Lisa, what's the matter with you?
I get it now. Why I'm still alive even though everyone else is dead. I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa.
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry?
I'll explain this at the end.
Lisa?
There's a diary on the floor. Asked doctor to let me quit being in charge of that patient. It's too weird. Still alive, but with the wounds that won't heal. Told the doctor I quit. Won't work at that hospital anymore. Room is filled with insects. Even with doors and windows shut, they get in to spite me. To the hospital. Feeling bad, need to throw up, but nothing comes out. Vomiting, only bile. Blood and pus flow from the bathroom faucet. I try to stop it, but it won't turn off. Need drug. Help me. Six. 8. Yeah. It's arms and legs. A tablet of time, maybe? Yep. Ring of contract, okay. Camera. Back. What up, Scorpion? Enjoy your water, man. Alright, we cannot take that. Bookmark in the book. Like Claudia. Perennial herb found near water reaches height of 10 to 15 inches. Oblong leaves, white blossoms. These contain hallucinogen. Ancient records show it was used for religious ceremonies. The hallucinogenic effect was third page. Okay. That one. This one. Yeah! Look at me go.
Everything is going according to plan, sheltered in the womb.
But it's not done yet.
It's not done yet.
Half the soul is lost.
Half the soul
That
is
is why the
lost.
seed lies dormant.
And what soul remains captured in that husk is buried deep down in the subconscious.
Are you trying to say it won't work? That wasn't our agreement.
No, these are just stalling tactics. If we lend a hand, we will be able to get power. Never fear, the promise shall not be broken.
Yeah.
But the power we could draw now will be very weak. Almost nothing.
But the power.
Unless we get the other half of the soul.
We'll use a magical spell. Feeling this child's pain, it's sure to come.
But that will take time.
Almost 1 a.m, so I'm going to sleep. Oh, you're gonna miss the ending. We're right there. Like 2 minutes away. Bad gamer moment. You don't have to say you're sorry. Hey, it's fine.
Come along. No, I don't want to. Do what Mommy tells you now. I just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all. No, I don't want to do it. It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too. Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just two of us. Please understand. Oh, yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong. Mommy! Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait. Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life. I could have done it all myself.
7
Mommy?
likes, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate you. Mario staircase time. Let's go.
Dahlia,
Well, well, well. To think you'd make it this far.
where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh. Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away.
No. No, it won't.
When we return to the true paradise.
Mm-hmm.
My
It is a
daughter
Lost Paradise
will
reference,
be
isn't it?
the
Or Last
mother
Paradise?
of God. It's awakening. It's awake. Now no one can interfere.
Cheryl!
If that person no longer exists, this is a God descending among us to reach out and save us! Daddy.
Cheryl!
Thank you, Daddy. Goodbye.
Cheryl? Can't be. Can't leave like this. This can't be happening. Cheryl! Cheryl!
So like I said, I would explain some of the lore of this game to help people understand a little bit more about it. I don't know if this is copywritten, so I'm gonna mute it. Anyways, Silent Hill 1 still is a story from the perspective of Harry Mason. Harry Mason is the father of Heather Mason. Heather Mason is a split soul of Cheryl Mason and Alessa Gillespie. Alessa Gillespie was accidentally burned in a house fire in Silent Hill, which was a tourist town that was also a hotbed of drug trafficking and religious uniqueness. So essentially, what happened is in the town of Silent Hill, where it was located, an ancient religion continued to be practiced up until modern times. The drug White Claudia was actually used to get more people to come to that town with its addictive properties. And many people throughout the town, like Lisa Garland, used this drug and was blackmailed as she continued to use the drug even when practicing as a nurse. For that reason, Lisa Garland was actually the nurse who treated Alessa after she was burned in the accidental fire that occurred at the Gillespie residence. The fire was caused by a psychic phenomenon because due to the old religion and the old land that Silent Hill takes place on, these old gods and old demons can still move through bodies as if it was real, essentially like being taken over by a god. Alessa was taken as a child, which was the scene that we saw at the end of the game, and she was supposed to carry God within her, and this is um, taken over by an incubus. This incubus told them false promises, um, filled the Gillespie family and others with these thoughts that they were going to produce God, and so Gillespie um, had Alessa to be impregnated with this demon. And the demon itself is what was creating those time shifts between this other world and this current world. Harry Mason seems to fall asleep and pop up in different locations. Some things did occur in his head, some things did not occur in his head, and it's up to the player to decide what was real and what was not. How did he get here? Why was he there? Did Lisa bring him back to the hospital or not? There are a lot of those questions that people need to figure out for themselves. One of the very common understandings is Lisa was long dead at that point, and she was stuck to wander Silent Hill. Others claim that Lisa died during the events of Silent Hill 1. It's kind of up to an interpretation of how you perceive it. To me, it seems like somewhere along the line, Lisa had died, and then her with the blood pouring from her face and everything was the acceptance of her wrongdoings. So, anyways, why is Cheryl Alessa? Why is Alessa Cheryl? Is a very common question that's being asked. So, when Alessa was burned and brought to the hospital for treatment, they were still continuing the ceremony to get her impregnated to carry the soul of God to birth that God, which is actually known as Incubus, which you didn't see in this playthrough. Incubus is born in other playthroughs, so actually the first time I ever saw it was this playthrough, where the angelic form comes out. But essentially, what happens is the soul of Alessa is split, and during that ceremony, recombined when Cheryl runs off in Silent Hill. Then the Alessa physical form is complete, and then obviously you see Alessa at the end as more of a teenager because years have gone by at that point. Anyways, so the soul is reconformed, and that's why you either get the incubus or the angel, depending on what you do. Obviously, the angel isn't good, and neither is the demon. Neither one of them is perceived as good in the story. So yeah, that's how you get Heather Mason. So, in the normal ending, Harry is returned a baby. That baby is renamed to Heather and raised by um, Harry. Then, if you play Silent Hill 3, depending on how you perceive things, Heather was conned into going back to Silent Hill, or much like many other characters, was just seeking it out because that's what people did. That's the power of Silent Hill. People sought it out to be punished, or it's like this weird prison place where you're just drawn there and you gotta be there and you have some goal attached to it. That's Silent Hill 2's entire message. That's Silent Hill Downpour's entire message for those who are curious. So essentially in this game, it's just letting you know that Silent Hill has two core reasons of tourism: drug trafficking, which is huge, and it already has a pretty high amount of people who are naturally sinners going to this location, feeding into this nightmare to birth the incubus, or as they claim it, the god. Gillespie, during the events of Silent Hill 1, lies to Harry, gives him the Floros, which is not the actual Floros. You learn that in Silent Hill 2, I believe, where you get the real Floros. Dr. Kaufman was the dealer for the White Claudia. He was the one that was producing it and distributing it. So that's essentially it. Um, that's everything you really need to know about Silent Hill 1 and how Silent Hill functions by the old standard. Konami doesn't seem to recognize Silent Hill 1 anymore and only recognize 2, 3, and 4. And they might even begin to recognize some of the more outlandish third-party games, but at this time we don't know. I hope this kind of helps out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.